has no right to want to infiltrate for their own purpose of greed. We Vincentians have to understand the importance of standing with Venezuela, because we have benefited. By large and far, we have benefited. Venezuela has stand by us, and now Venezuela is calling for us Vincentians to stand with them, and together we will stand. We're asking you, if you're hearing my voice, please join us as we stand in solidarity with the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela. I just want to say good morning to the man of the hour, the man in charge, my friend, my brother. He had the embassy here in St. Vincent, and where we're standing, this is the Venezuelan Institute. Here, Vincentians are being taught Spanish for free. No charge. Year go, year come. Because of this institute, Vincentians can now, those who came, those who were enlisted here, can now speak both English and Spanish. That is an accomplishment. And now I'm going to give the floor to my dear brother, Ambassador Francisco Perez, as he brings his greetings.
Thank you very much, dear Laura, Sister Laura. Thank you very much. The Laura team also, and all here. We are confronting in this time a very hard situation. Not just Venezuela, because we have to say that it's not just Venezuela, it's the entire region that are confronting this new hawk of the Trump administration. They threat off to send, and they are already sent some military ship, Navy ship, and warship that are navigating now and should be arriving next week in the coast of Venezuela, the Venezuelan coast. And the false flag that they are, establishing is that they are fighting against the narco traffic. But let me tell you, in which country, in which war, you send a warship to convey, to deal with narco traffic? That is very strange for everybody, no? To send a nuclear submarine to fight against the narco traffic, the small boat that are trafficking with narcotics, no, with drugs. It's very, very strange, and nobody can believe that they are the flag that they are hiring is the narco traffic. The only intention is to invade a country or to do any activity to withdraw our President Nicolas Maduro and take out our revolution from the power. That is the only reason why they are sending warship to the Venezuelan coast. And to reaffirm what I'm saying, I just want to read opinion article made by Italian guy Pino Arlacci that he was he was Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations and Executive Director of the United Nations Organization for Drug and Crime Program, no? And he said in his article that the Office for Drug of the United Nations in 2025 report is clear, crystal clear, which should embrace those who have constructed the rhetoric of demonizing Venezuela. The report makes only minimal mention of Venezuela, stating that a marginal fraction of Colombian drug production passed through the country to the United States and Europe. Venezuela, according to the UN, has consolidated its position as a territory free from cultivation of coca leaf, marijuana, and the like, as well as from the presence of international criminal cartels. The document does nothing more than confirm the previous 30 annual report, which do not mention Venezuela drug trafficking because it does not exist. Only 5% of Colombian drug transit through Venezuela. To put this figure into perspective, in 2018, while 210 tons of cocaine passed through Venezuela, as many as 2,370 tons, 10 times more were produced and treated from Venezuela and 1,400 tons from Guatemala. Yes, you read that right. Guatemala is a drug corridor, seven times more important than what the fearsome Bolivarian narco state should be. But no one talk about it because Guatemala is historically dry. It produced 0.01% of the global total of the only non-natural drug that interests Trump, oil. Oil is the main production of Venezuela, and that is the main objective, goal of the Trump administration. So don't believe, please don't believe that our country, our president belong to some drug cartel, because in the first stage that cartel doesn't exist. It's a lie from the Trump administration. Doesn't exist the so-called cartel of the sun or cartel de los soles. Doesn't exist. It's just in their imaginary, in their brain. So what we are trying to do today, thanks to the solidarity group of Venezuela, of San Vincent to Venezuela, is say that Venezuela is not alone. Venezuela has friends. Yep. Venezuela is a country that the international people of the world are supporting. So thank you very much for all your support. Thank you very much for being with Venezuela and not leave alone Venezuela and the people of Venezuela. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Drum roll for statement of violation of Venezuela's sovereignty, Saint Vincent and the Grenadines and CARICOM nations cannot but be very confused about the violations of Venezuela's sovereign maritime space by a let me go over. I'm going to problem my site. Statement of violation of Venezuela's sovereignty, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, CARICOM nations cannot but be very concerned about the violations of Venezuela's sovereign maritime space by a flotilla of US warships and a nuclear-powered submarine in the name of fighting drugs. The related United Nations agencies have repeatedly reported that Venezuela is not complicit in the illegal drugs trade and that Caracas has always cooperated fully with international agencies combating the drug trade. It is therefore illogical and deeply suspect that Washington is claiming that Venezuela president is the head of multinational drug cartel to justify deploying over 4,000 troops trained for military intervention in and off Venezuelan and Caribbean waters. How sad. Such actions reek of suspicious intent, as many miscalculation or false flag incident can lead to serious military conflict with deadly implications for St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the entire Caribbean and Latin America, and the entire world. The presence of US forces off Venezuela threatened world peace at a time when the Ukraine war, the genocide in Gaza and Palestine, the continuing conflict in Sudan, and other serious conflicts are commanding global concern and attention. This is not a time when an American president and commander-in-chief seeking a Nobel Peace Prize should be provoking war in Latin America and the Caribbean and threatening to depose an elected administration in a neighboring country. The claim that Venezuela is a threat to the national security of the United States of America has not been proven true. On the contrary, St. Vincent and the Grenadines and the vast majority of CARICOM's member states have assistance of Venezuela, especially through the Petro-Carib TCP agreement, and also sought to create a free trade zone for Latin America and the Caribbean. Vincentian know well of all and deeply appreciate Venezuela assistance to our country and people, and it is simply normal that we should be concerned that our neighbors' sovereignty is under threat by the most powerful of the world's aggressive military forces. That's America, my friends. Solidarity SVG stands this serious threat to preservation of the Caribbean and all its territories as a zone of peace. We therefore call for the withdrawal of the U.S. naval force from the Venezuelan and Caribbean waters, and to reiterate our support for all cause protection and peace in the Caribbean and Latin America. And this is dated. Today, got up at 1 this morning. I was so excited to get here this morning. Got up at 1 and I started to write. Even as much as I was having problems sleep, but I said, don't happen. I have to make sure if it's Central Public, those in the region, and those in the world as we are going live. Thank you, Bay Hill News Network, for being here this morning. I told him just yesterday evening late, and he's here this morning. Thank you. Everybody that you see present here, I mobilized last night. That shows their commitment to Venezuela. Drum roll for yourselves. I want to tell you, Venezuela, that we stand committed. We stand firm. We stand strong. And we will remain with you until the end. We will not be silent. We will shout for peace from now until forevermore. Thank you, Venezuela, for being our friends. Right now, we are going to have a little entertainment while our drum movement entertain you as their way of solidarity.
our slogan today is Venezuela is not a threat. Venezuela, it is hope. So now you can start.
Yes. So we cry for peace, for peace. Oh, we cry for hope in our no war, no war can hold us higher. Only God can save.
Grenadines drum movement. I'm going to call on our young brother. He is a student here at the Venezuelan Institute. He was part of a delegation that went to Venezuela earlier this year. So we're just going to call on him as he tell you a little bit about his experience as a student here and also about his experience in Venezuela.
Good morning to everyone. I'm here as a student at the Venezuelan Institute. I also involved in the musical instrument of the country here at the embassy. My last journey in Venezuela was breathtaking. It was a special moment for me because it was the first time visiting such prestige and beautiful country. And I can say my short tenure over there in Venezuela was one to remember because I was there standing in solidarity with the people of Venezuela. And I can tell you, people of Venezuela are wonderful. They welcome us with warmth and love. And one thing that I can remember is that President Maduro, he stand for peace, he stand for power, and he stand together with us here as well in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And today I am standing here in solidarity to stand against the geopolitics of oil disguised as war against Venezuela. And today I am asking us to stand firm against the Trump Act against such a country of Venezuela, because Venezuela have helped us over the years in so many ways. I can tell you here, I've been learning Spanish for the past 4 years, and I can tell you, I am at level 4 now going on to level 5, and I can tell you that I am starting to speak fluently thus far in Spanish, and I can tell you, I have been enjoying such culture of Venezuela people. So today, let us stand firm and stand for peace and solidarity for the people of Venezuela.
Venezuela is not a threat. Venezuela is hope. Hope for all of us. So we're just going to move a little further to the front. Just be with us. Drummers, everybody, we're going to move to the front along with you.
Praktek sini gang. think it's supposed to touch the ground.
Laura, no problem. You can get it from Laura.
Guys look amazing. Where does that one go? That one. When I say FIFA Venezuela, you say FIFA.
Viva Venezuela! Viva Venezuela! Viva to peace! Viva to solidarity! Venezuela is not a threat. Venezuela is hope. Hope for a brighter tomorrow. In order to have that brighter tomorrow, we have to fight against the threat against them. We need to fight against Trump and his administration, who is pushing war. So we're going to move right on with it, and I'm going to ask my brother Connie. He's quite passionate about Venezuela. When called upon, he's always here present. And then we're going to call on our brother, he's going to tell us about his experience as a member of Solidarity and also his experience with Venezuela.
Good morning to the people of South America, Africa, and the world. Now, we have a song. Every man shall decide his own destiny. No, this is Venezuela's destiny to run the country in the image of Simon Bolivia, the hero who talking about uniting the Caribbean to build a first-world civilization for all the people of the world. So there should be no question with America. For that, everybody know is jealous and greed that causing the American imperialist might be threatened to these lovely people of Venezuela to try to destroy the desire to build a new world order for the world and for the oppressed people of the world. So we say we have to listen, stand in firm solidarity with the people of Venezuela. Viva Venezuela!
The fight goes on. We will not stop. We will not surrender. We will fight until the end, until the U.S. back off and go take their fleet of warships and go back to where they came from. They are not needed. They are not needed. We will fight. Brothers and sisters, viva Venezuela!
As a member of the Drum Foundation, the Center of Drummers, and also the FIFA, I'm here this morning to show our strong support and solidarity for the government and people of Venezuela as they face serious military threats from imperialism and the American government. Now, for years, imperialism and its allies have been trying to destabilize Venezuela and to get rid of the legally elected government of Venezuela. They have imposed criminal sanctions and blockades just to bring down this government of Venezuela. They have created hardships on people in order for them to rebel against the government of Venezuela. The Venezuelan people are very resilient. They have been resisting all these attacks up to today. But imperialism is not satisfying. They are going further now by bringing military threats and the face in front of the waters of Venezuela to try and invade the country of the government. We know fully well what imperialism is all about. It's about continental narcotics. It's all about the wealth. It's all about the resources of Venezuela, the gold, hand over the resources. Their main objective. So we are condemning military action and threats by imperialism. We say down with imperialism. Any attack on Venezuela right now, it will not affect Venezuela alone. It will affect the whole region. All the people of the Caribbean will suffer the war in the Caribbean right now. We are calling for peace in the Caribbean. We don't want a zone of war. We want a zone of peace in the Caribbean. Right now, I'm calling on all of the people of the Caribbean and the leaders to condemn this military action that is being causing serious threat to the whole Caribbean. We say down with imperialism, down with fascism, down with military. We say, Viva Venezuela. Viva! Viva!
Viva!
Viva! Viva!
Venezuela is not a threat. It is what?
Oh.
Venezuela is not a threat. It is what? Viva Venezuela! Viva Venezuela! Viva Venezuela! We will fight and we will never stop the fighting. World peace for us. Don't forget that their ships are being deployed in the Caribbean Sea, in our waters. So if the U.S. should strike Venezuela today, we all will be affected. So I'm asking you, the sanctions. I'm asking you, the people of the Caribbean, to get involved. Get involved for your safety, the safety of your people, the safety of your children. This fight is all for yours. Let us stand together in unity. Let us stand together in one. Viva Venezuela!
Viva!
We want to say thank you very much. We then lose the floor. I want to say thank you, fellow couples, for taking the time out on a Saturday morning. Saturday morning when everybody sleeps late, but you're here. It shows that you are committed to the fight.
Hello, Venezuela. Hello,
Thank you, and may God bless you.
Thank you very much, Laura. Thank you all of you guys. Thank you very much
Thank
for all the support that you always show to Venezuela and the people of Venezuela.
Thank you.